Microsoft actually did something smart.
Shut up!
Yeah, I'm as shocked as you are, but this time they actually got something right.
Excellent.
Starting with the Windows 11 24H2 update, there's a new feature that's simple, easy to use, and doesn't require anything other than a few mouse clicks. If your PC is just acting weird, slow, or just plain broken, this might be the reset button you've been looking for. And yes, it works. Now, some of you, well, probably a bit more than some, have had the pleasure of fixing your Windows installation and using an old method of reinstalling Windows right over itself called a cab over or a repair install. It was slow, clunky, a bit of a hassle, but it did manage to fix most issues. Well, those geniuses over at Microsoft got smart and actually made it so you can do the exact same process right from within the operating system itself. No need to go to any website, download or build any external media or device. Just a few mouse clicks, a bit of time, and you're done. But one thing I want to mention real quick is that I've noticed that more than 90% of you aren't subscribed to the channel. Why not hit those like and subscribe buttons so you're informed every time I post a video? Help others to find this content, and it really helps the channel more than you know. Alright, back to the good stuff. Let's play it safe just in case though. Before you touch anything, first, make sure all your files are backed up, and second, create a system restore point while you're at it. Because no matter how easy Microsoft makes it, Windows still has a talent for finding new ways to break things. To get to the new feature, simply click on your Start menu and go to Settings. In Settings, click on System, and on the right-hand side, go to the section labeled Recovery. You should see a new option called Fix Problems Using Windows Update. When ready, go ahead and click on Reinstall Now. A message should pop up saying, "Will repair components and system files." This is basically a warning that Windows is going to reinstall the operating system while maintaining your files, settings, and data. You're going to want to make sure that the machine's connected to a reliable power source, not during a thunderstorm or other natural disaster. Remember, this is going to perform a complete reinstallation of the operating system, so this is going to take a while. One additional option you have here is to have the setup reboot the machine on its own during the install. That's the box you can check saying, automatically restart my PC 15 minutes after installation. Since this will be copying all sorts of files and settings, it's probably not a bad idea that you let it reboot automatically, especially if you're not going to be in front of it for the entire process. Once you click OK, the process will begin by downloading any required updates and the required version of Windows specific to your installation. Once downloaded, it'll continue to perform the install. Remember, the computer will reboot a number of times and perform additional tasks before it finally completes, going back to your normal login screen or desktop, depending on how you had it previously configured. Now, this should resolve most issues, but it won't cure them all. Once the installation is complete, you're going to want to check for any Windows updates that may be available, check to see if your issue has been resolved, and verify that all special customizations or changes that you've made to your machine previously are still in place. For example, if you previously turned off all the ads in telemetry, they've probably been turned back on, so you're going to want to rerun your tool of choice and turn them all back off again, and possibly remove any bloatware that the repair process may have reinstalled. If after doing all your troubleshooting steps and this reinstall repair still hasn't fixed your issue, it really may be best to simply back up all your data and settings and perform a complete wipe and reinstall of the machine. But that's more of a nuke it from orbit option we've been trying to avoid. So what do you think? Do you think you'll use this new Windows reinstall feature? Leave a comment below and let me know. So till next time, my friends, stay backed up, keep those updates installed, and of course, stay grumpy.